Today, I was going to share with you all one of my fears. Just one of them, because this one seems to be the one that terrorizes my life the most, and that makes all of my friends laugh the most. So I figured why not get everybody else in on the laugh. This fear is my fear of birds. I'm terrified of birds. That's about it. Just like terrified of birds. I don't like them flying around all over the place. You don't know. People are always like, they're just flying. Like, why does that scare you? You don't know where they're flying to or when they're going to stop flying or where they're going to decide to land or when they're going to drop a deuce. Like, no. And that's just another thing altogether is a creature that is willing to just like shit at any given notice. You can't trust that. No, that's an untrustworthy creature. Just shitting everywhere. And rude. This fear has been going on for a while now. I can remember back when I was a kid, there were several zoo incidents with birds. I think the first one was we were at the zoo for my sister's birthday. One of the zookeepers was telling us about this big old bird that was on its arm. I think it was like an eagle or something. And he was just talking about the bird and whatnot. And then the bird got hella pissed out of nowhere and just like flew its wings out and was like going crazy. And I'm pretty sure I ran away and cried. Another zoo incident was another incident with my sister. I think my sister really likes birds, I guess. But we were at the zoo and there was a cage this time. We were outside of a bird cage and these were birds that could talk a little bit, like speak English. And my sister just stood there. Just stood there and talked to these birds for like, I don't know, like maybe like 20 minutes or something like that. And that just really creeped me out for some reason. I don't know, that creeped me out. Another time, my friend had a bird, and I was in his room, and he thought it would be fun to let the bird fly around in the room, and I was not feeling it. I was like, no, don't do it. And he did do it. And so I was sitting on his top bunk. I just threw the blanket over my entire body and just stayed there, and the bird landed on me, y'all. That bird landed on me, and it was walking on me, and ooh man, I'm sweating right now thinking about it. Like I was sweating bullets. And the whole time, this bird was just like walking. I was trying to be still as crap because I don't want this bird to like, I don't know, like to like, I don't want to scare him and have him like start pecking at me or something. And so I laid there still and I didn't say nothing. And my friend was like, "You're doing such a good job. You're doing such a good job." And I was like, "Motherfucker, I'm about to have a heart attack. No, there's nothing good about what's happening right now. No." I'm getting so nervous just thinking about that right now. There was another zoo incident where we went into the exhibit where all the birds are flying around and stuff like that, and I was jumping, I was freaking out left and right, and the zookeeper got mad at me and told me that I needed to either stop jumping or leave, and so I think I just left because I was that scared. And that's probably another reason why I'm so terrified of birds because I'm also like terrified of authority figures, and that zookeeper getting mad at me probably made it worse. So thank you for that, bitch zookeeper. I also find it really curious that while I have this huge fear of birds, that this little guy is just chilling in my bedroom. Like he just sits by my TV at all times. This is Benny Burlesque is his name. I can't really tell you why I have Benny Burlesque just chilling in here. Um, Maybe it's because subconsciously I put him here, so maybe I would just like get a love of birds and wouldn't be afraid anymore. Or maybe I like this alternative of birds that don't fly and shit everywhere, and so I'm not afraid of him. So this is like my clinging on to birds, maybe. I mean, maybe it's because the night that Benny Burlesque and I met was a magical evening, and that's all I think of when I see Benny. I don't think of flying jackass birds. I just think of that wonderful evening that we had together. I don't know. But anyways, everybody thinks this fear of birds is so hilarious. I have a video of when me and my mom and my sister went to Cheddar's one time and sat outside and the birds were just really excited that day or something and they kept on getting real close. They were eating all the food that people had left and my mom and my sister thought it would be really funny to keep on feeding all of the birds. He took all the food. That's not the fatty. The fatty's gone. Oh, he's a little close though.
He is, look, he's coming closer to you. Looks like he's getting ready to go engage.
So yeah, I hope you think that's all really fun and funny and fine and dandy. Or maybe there's a bunch of other people that are also terrified of birds. So yeah, hopefully you either thought that was really funny or you can take some comfort in the fact that you're not the only person that's terrified of birds and flying creatures.